Just making a slab. For you guys that are in ceramics too, we're going to wedge a little bit. I'm going to demonstrate that, but that's okay. You guys need to see it. These guys know how to wedge. They're here in ceramics too. I've grabbed some soft scraps that are out of the bucket. I kind of, you guys are going to grab this out of the bag. Your struggle is the clay's going to be a little bit too moist for you. You might want to grab scraps that are a little bit drier because you want the face plate to kind of stand up. So I'm going to start this out, and I'm just going to try to get these pieces together. First of all, I'm just going to kind of squish them together. Obviously clean my surface here. Unplanned, but we'll get it there. Okay, so the next thing is I want to wedge this up. I want to make sure that all the air is expelled. Now this is really pretty dry clay. A lot of students will go, oh, at this point, this clay is too dry. So I can't possibly make that into a slab, but I'm going to show you how to, and it will be dry enough that you can immediately start building off of it. So, as you can see, I'm starting to fold that. It's starting to get smushed together in layers, and I'm going to continue to stop, press it together. I may eat my words. This may be too dry. It's pretty dry. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my I want a pretty dry slab. Now if I hit it one direction, it's going to stretch. Okay? So what I want to do is to take this, and I want to stretch it this way. I have to hit it like this if I want to stretch it this way. And I'm just doing it. I'm persuading it, right? That's what I call it. Persuading the clay to do what I want it to do. I'm also compressing it. Doing that, you can see all the little air pockets and stuff that are opening up. Now, if you cut it off the block, this is totally unnecessary. You just cut your piece off, you're going to roll it out, okay? But your clay's not going to be as dry, and I think you're going to struggle with it a little bit more. So after I get close to where I want it, I'm going to start using the newspaper now. So the fiddling knife comes into play.
That's a fettling knife.
I know. This right here is a fettling knife.
I'm
right
just
here.
messing with you.
That's the video. It's going to be played over and over now.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be infamous. Okay, so I'm going to slowly stretch this. Hannah, can you grab me a rib? A wooden rib.
What's that? Doesn't even bother asking. You stink.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, so compression is important, right? And pulling this is going to compress that clay. This is getting really close to what I want, and I'm getting in the size that I want. So almost mask size. Now, the thickness of your mask should be dowel rod thickness. So if you've run it through this machine over here, the press, if you run it through the press and you're getting it too thin, I mean, that is a thing that students do, and they bring it back and they have a hard time manipulating it. So right here, I'm done, right? So I'll put these dowel rods up there. I'm using them as guides for thickness. The slab's not perfect, but it's pretty dry. I like that it's drier. Now I'm going to cut off all this kind of excessive stuff with the fettling knife here. Now you can see that's the thickness that we want right there. So that's the thickness. All right.
I would say get a ruler, but he probably doesn't have rulers in here.
I don't. And the rulers that I do have don't have any marks on them.
Right, because the clay washes it off.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna. This is kind of your planning. You should have planned, what size mask that you should want. Now, there's two things you can do. Okay, you can put it on your face and press it out really quick, and I'm going to show you that. So.